All right, Planet Podcast. Let's touch something a little bit hot topic right now. This is going to be on the back of the Tyree Nichols situation. I'm not going to talk about his particular injustice, but I'm going to talk about just the growing, I don't know, I'm going to say popularity of police shootings because they seem to be happening a lot. We seem to be having a aggressive movement in shootings in general in America. This isn't anything really new. We keep having them. They're not slowing down, but now they are definitely getting more coverage in mainstream media than I think we had for the last, I don't know, 8 months or so. But this one I thought was insane. This was crazy to me that this one even happened. So I'm not going to touch the Tyree Nichols thing. We'll do something maybe different with that down the road. But what I do want to talk about is this guy. I think his name's Anthony Lowe Jr. And this one popped up on my feed, on my news feed. Give me 1 second. There we go. And this is in California, and there's a video of this. So basically, Anthony Lowe Jr. here was a double amputee. He had no legs. He's in a wheelchair. According to the article, he had lost his legs in a previous police encounter in Texas. I cannot seem to find what that encounter was and how he ended up losing the bottom of both of his legs. That is also very curious to me. And now he ended up in another altercation with police. This one, it says that he assaulted a person with a knife, brutally assaulted somebody with a 12-inch butcher knife. Anthony Lowe Jr. is in a wheelchair. I'm not saying that people in a wheelchair are completely incapable of doing harm to other people, but it's got to be more difficult. So police show up to the scene. He's in his wheelchair. There is a video here. It's slightly graphic. It's not great. Look, this isn't Faces of Death. I think you'll be okay if we play it. I don't need the audio here, but 3 officers here. Another one shows up. We can clearly see he's got a little distance on him, maybe 10, 12 feet. They tase him twice. That doesn't seem to slow him down, apparently. So there he is. He's got his wheelchair. He hops out of the wheelchair. He still has the knife. Apparently throws the knife at the police. 12-inch butcher knife, just chunks it at him. And when he does that, the next arriving officer arrives on the scene, opens fire. They shoot this dude 10 times. They kill him right there. 10 times. I'm not saying that he wasn't in a good state of mind, that he wasn't even violent. What I am saying is that there had to be another way to subdue this guy. He's got no legs, man. He's not running away. He got out of the wheelchair, which would have been arguably his best way to escape in the wheelchair. But if you're a cop and this guy has a knife, you just keep your distance from him, right? Like, unless he's going to go hop over and try to stab some other people, like, I feel like there's got to be a better way. You got 4 cops against one dude with a butcher knife and no legs. And your only thing you have to do is like complete deadly force. I feel like that is, aside from the deadly force argument, we tried to tase him, didn't work. I don't know, throw something at him, throw a box over him. What are we doing? Why are we resorting to shooting him 10 times? Shoot him 1 time. How about that? Pop 1 time. I wouldn't say shoot him in the leg, but he didn't have any legs. Non-life threatening. I don't think, in my mind, if there are 4 police officers that show up to subdue this guy and arrest him and get him off the streets, you don't have any other course of action other than shooting him 10 times. It's just that's a bit, it's insane. Now, I did pose this argument with a couple of friends a minute ago, and if you do have a knife against a guy with a gun and you're pretty close to him, that knife's pretty dangerous. You can definitely get in there and stab somebody a life-threatening amount of times pretty fast. If you don't have any legs, it's a lot harder to get in there and stab somebody. 4 guys, come on. I don't know. I'm curious to see where this goes. There's no way this ends well for these cops involved in this. I don't see how you can really justify shooting this guy. Now, again, these are going to be the comments. Is he no threat? No, he's not absolutely no threat, but on a scale of 1 to dead, it's pretty low. Four people against 1 guy with no legs and a butcher knife. I think we could do better. I think there's got to be some way. I mean, police still have billy clubs or nightsticks or something. You know, not billy clubs. Hey, from the 1930s, they got nightsticks. You have things. You have body armor on, bro. There's no way. And all right, so the guy throws his knife at you. Does he miss? Now he has no knife. He's unarmed and he's unlegged, and we shoot him. It's crazy, man. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. I don't know what the solution is, but clearly, I don't think the solution is shooting that dude 10 times. So we'll see what happens. It feels to me a lot like our current policing policy and our current administration just bats an eye to it. They just don't care. But we'll see what happens with this one. Obviously, since the entire riots, BLM, George Floyd, police reform, nothing's changed. This is 3 years now. Nothing's changed. We've changed zero things. We've just talked about it less in mainstream and made a less big deal out of it, but it still happens every day. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next one.